Success is not merely a matter of luck. Rather, it results from consistent habits rooted in a positive mindset. While some individuals seem to draw success to themselves effortlessly, it is not due to mere fortune. Instead, they have cultivated the right routines, thoughts, and behaviors that align with their aspirations. Each successful individual follows a distinct pattern. They prioritize personal growth, take disciplined actions, and remain steadfast even when confronted with adversity. Conversely, those who struggle often become entrenched in habits of procrastination, self-doubt, and inconsistency. The key differentiation is not intellect or talent, but rather the small, everyday choices that accumulate over time. To attract success, begin by transforming your mindset. Concentrate on nurturing productive habits. Surround yourself with positive influences and take deliberate steps forward each day. Success is not something you pursue, it is something you become. When your habits reflect your visions, success will naturally follow. Implementing these principles will transform you into the type of person who magnetizes success. Your identity is crucial. It shapes your destiny. Every single day, you are crafting the person you will become. Your habits, choices, and thoughts serve as the paintbrushes, while your life becomes the canvas. The question is, are you creating a masterpiece, or are you allowing life to paint a picture you do not recognize? Success is not simply a collection of external achievements. It is a direct reflection of your core self. Your thoughts, actions, and how you present yourself all determine what you attract in life. The world responds to energy, and if you wish to attract greatness, you must first cultivate greatness within yourself. It all begins with your mindset, discipline, and actions. Every decision you make, no matter how trivial, builds the foundation for your future self. Think about those who naturally command respect. Have you ever encountered someone who radiates confidence, determination, and purpose? They don't need to be loud or seek attention. Their mere presence influences those around them. Such prominence does not arise from luck or chance. It is the product of years of internal work, a conscious decision to pursue growth, reject mediocrity, and cultivate an identity rooted in strength and ambition. They have sculpted themselves into individuals deserving of success, causing success to gravitate toward them. Edwin C. Barnes was driven by an intense desire to collaborate with the great inventor Thomas Edison. Lacking wealth, influential connections, or experience, he envisioned himself as Edison's partner long before the world recognized it. Unlike most people who await the perfect opportunity, Barnes created his opportunity through action. With insufficient money to reach Edison's office in New Jersey, Barnes took a freight train, armed only with a belief in himself. Upon meeting Edison, he boldly declared his intention to be a business partner rather than merely an employee. At that moment, though he was not yet Edison's partner, he thought, spoke, and acted like one. Edison recognized his determination and assigned him a small, seemingly insignificant job. Many would have given up, but Barnes persevered, showcasing his value day after day. Eventually, when Edison needed someone to market his newly invented dictating machine, Barnes seized the opportunity. With unshakable confidence and belief in his capabilities, he became the exclusive distributor of the machine. This singular opportunity transformed him into a wealthy man and Edison's esteemed business partner, just as he had envisioned Henry from the beginning. Henry Ford's journey also reflects resilience. Before becoming one of the most successful industrialists of his era, Ford encountered multiple setbacks. He built 2 automobile companies that failed before he ultimately established the Ford Motor Company in 1903. At a time when automobiles were considered luxuries, Ford imagined creating a car affordable for the masses. His unwavering belief in mass production, efficiency, and innovation revolutionized the automobile industry. During the Great Depression of the 1930s, Ford's principles of determination, innovation, and resilience preserved his prominence. His mindset was straightforward. A person's success relies more on their belief in themselves than on their failures. So, ask yourself, who do you need to evolve into in order to achieve the success you desire? The answer does not lie in pretending to be someone else. Rather, it involves aligning your identity with your vision. If wealth is your goal, you must adopt the mindset of someone who creates wealth. If influence is what you seek, you need to learn how to communicate and act like a leader. Success is not a distant dream. It is the natural result of evolving into the person capable of achieving it. There is a reason some individuals seem to attract opportunities effortlessly, while others struggle endlessly. The answer comes down to identity. Your identity governs your beliefs, and your beliefs drive your actions. When you shift your identity to align with the life you aspire to, you start operating from a place of certainty rather than hope. You act with purpose, and the world takes notice. Too often, people pursue success and end up exhausted and unfulfilled. This is because success cannot be chased. It must be attracted. Once you embody the kind of person who exemplifies success, it will naturally follow as a byproduct of who you are. Success is not about chasing wealth, power, or recognition. It is fundamentally about becoming the person who deserves such things. Your life is your masterpiece, and daily, you hold the brush. Will you create something extraordinary, or will you let life dictate your narrative? The choice is yours. Begin to shape your identity today, and success will follow in ways you have yet to imagine. Setting meaningful and precise goals is crucial. Success is not an accident, it is intentional. It requires planning and is constructed brick by brick through clear objectives and deliberate actions. Success results from an intentional effort, not wishful thinking. Most people react to life's circumstances rather than designing their futures. They drift through life, hoping success will come to them. Here's an important truth. If you do not define your desires, the world will define them for you, often not in your favor. Life does not distribute success randomly. It rewards those who take control of their destiny. Every successful person establishes clear, intentional goals, but not just any goals, specific, actionable, and meaningful ones. When your goals harmonize with your values and purpose, they become a powerful force that propels you forward, even when motivation wanes. Your aims should not be nebulous wishes. They must be precise targets that guide your actions every day. To break it down, vague goals are ineffective. Merely stating, "I want to be successful," lacks substance. What does success look like for you? Define it clearly. Is it financial independence, mastering a skill, or leading a movement? Clarity generates power. The more specific you are, the more focused your actions will be. Here's a pivotal element. Reverse engineer your success. If your goal is to build a business, dissect it. What must you achieve in 1 year? In 6 months? In the next 30 days? Create measurable, trackable, and time-bound objectives. Success thrives in structure. Lacking clear milestones, even the best intentions can dissolve into inaction. However, goal setting is insufficient. Execution is paramount. Your objectives should inspire a small amount of fear, but also a substantial amount of excitement. They should stretch your limits beyond your comfort zone, for growth never occurs within comfort. Stagnation prevents the attainment of greatness. Remember, goals without action are mere dreams. The distinguishing factor between dreamers and achievers is execution. Reflect on history's greatest achievers. They did not wait for success to materialize. They crafted plans, acted purposefully, and adapted as needed. Thomas Edison experimented with thousands of ideas before perfecting the light bulb. Henry Ford transformed the automobile industry through relentless refinement of his processes. These pioneers did not stumble into success. They built it through clear vision and unwavering determination. Consistency is the key. Small daily steps aggregate into extraordinary outcomes. You do not ascend a mountain in a single leap. You do so one step at a time. Every action should bring you closer to your ultimate goal. Even when progress seems sluggish, discipline and persistence will propel you forward. Success is not reserved for the fortunate. It is earned by those who define their vision, formulate a strategy, and execute with unwavering tenacity. Define your goals now, take action, and commit to your journey. Success is not something you await, it is something you create. Begin now and intentionally construct your future. Turning setbacks into comebacks is essential. Life will undoubtedly test you, but here's the truth. Your success is not determined by how many times you fall. It is determined by how many times you rise back up. Resilience distinguishes those who succeed from those who falter. It encompasses the capacity to forge ahead despite failures, disappointments, and setbacks. The path to success is fraught with obstacles, but these hurdles exist not to hinder you, but to fortify you. The key lies in reinterpreting failure. It is not the opposite of success, but a vital component of the journey. Every setback carries a lesson. Every challenge presents an opportunity for growth. Each time you are knocked down, you face a choice: remain down or rise stronger. History is replete with individuals who transformed adversity into triumph. Abraham Lincoln suffered multiple electoral defeats and personal tragedies before ascending to become one of the greatest U.S. presidents. How can you cultivate resilience? Train your mind to view struggles as stepping stones rather than blocks. When life becomes challenging, do not ask, "Why me?" Instead ask, "What is this teaching me?" The sooner you accept the lesson, the quicker you will advance. Developing resilience is powered by mental toughness. Resilient individuals do not dwell on failures. They analyze, adapt, and take action. They determine their responses rather than permitting external circumstances to dictate their actions. This mindset shift enables them to persevere when others quit. It also involves embracing discomfort. Growth does not occur in comfort. By challenging yourself and pushing past your limits, you construct an unassailable foundation. Your capacity to rebound is your superpower. Cultivate it, and you will become unstoppable. Resilient individuals are not those who never fail. They are those who never cease trying. They recognize that failure is temporary, while quitting is permanent. Therefore, when life knocks you down, remember this: success is not about evading hardships. It is about surmounting them. Stand up, dust yourself off, and continue moving forward. Every step you take post-failure is a step towards success. Resilience is not merely a skill, it is a lifestyle. Master it, and nothing can shatter you. The unshakable power of self-belief is another pivotal element. Before the world believes in you, you must first believe in yourself. Self-belief is the bedrock of all significant accomplishments. It is the quiet force that drives individuals to defy odds, transcend circumstances, and claim the life they deserve. The greatest obstacles in life are internal, comprising doubts, fears, and negative self-dialogue. These are the true enemies of success. If you do not believe in yourself, no one else will. Conversely, if you do, you become an undeniable force. Reflect on a moment of self-doubt, a time when you hesitated or second-guessed your capabilities. Now ask yourself, was that doubt founded on reality or fear? The truth is that most self-doubt is a manifestation of conditioned responses to past failures, criticism, or fear of the unknown. Here lies the good news. Belief is a choice. You develop self-belief in the same manner you cultivate muscle, through repetition. Each time you act despite fear and prove to yourself that you can confront challenges, you fortify your belief. Begin with small victories, set a goal, accomplish it, and remind yourself of your capabilities. History has shown that numerous individuals achieved greatness simply because they believed in themselves when no one else did. Walt Disney was told he lacked creativity before building an empire. Henry Ford faced ridicule for his vision of affordable automobiles, yet he transformed the industry. The Wright brothers were mocked for attempting human flight, but their unwavering confidence made history. Confidence is not bestowed, it is cultivated. Once you begin to fully believe in yourself, the world reflects that belief back at you. Opportunities emerge, doors open, and success attracts itself toward you like a magnet. People are drawn to those who exhibit certainty, purpose, and confidence in their abilities. However, self-belief is not equated with arrogance or blind optimism. It involves recognizing your worth, developing your skills, and taking decisive actions. It is about silencing your inner critic and replacing doubt with determination. Even in the face of failure, Belief empowers you to rise again, more robust and wiser. The difference between those who achieve success and those who settle does not lie in talent or luck. It resides in the courage to believe in oneself amidst adversity. Every remarkable success story begins with someone who decided they were capable before they possessed any evidence to support that belief. Therefore, choose to believe in yourself today. Do not wait until tomorrow or until you feel prepared. Act now. The sooner you believe in yourself, the sooner success will follow. It starts with a decision, a mindset, and a belief that you are capable of achieving whatever you set your sights on. Success is not reserved for individuals who await validation from the world. It is for those who validate themselves first. Stand tall, trust in your potential, and move forward with unwavering faith. The moment you truly believe in yourself, you become unstoppable. Discipline emerges as the key that unlocks every door. If success possessed a secret weapon, it would undoubtedly be discipline, not talent, luck, or even intelligence, but simply discipline. The ability to consistently execute necessary tasks, even when you lack motivation, distinguishes the successful from the unsuccessful. Many people wait for motivation, thinking, "I will start when I feel ready." Yet, the notion of readiness is a myth. If you only act when you are motivated, you will find consistency elusive, as motivation is fleeting. Some days, you will awaken feeling inspired, while on others, you will not. This is where discipline proves invaluable. Discipline serves as the bridge connecting goals to results. It creates the distinction between those who dream and those who accomplish. Consider the most successful individuals across various fields. Athletes train on days they do not feel like it. Entrepreneurs labor when no one is observing. Writers compose even when inspiration eludes them. They understand this fundamental truth. Success is constructed on daily habits, not sporadic bursts of effort. The secret to their success lies not in constant motivation, but in their willingness to work regardless of the circumstances. They do not wait for the perfect mood or ideal conditions. They consistently show up and perform the work that needs to be done. Discipline resembles a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it becomes. Like any muscle, it necessitates regular effort to grow. You do not need to implement drastic changes overnight. Begin with small actions. Wake up on time, follow through on commitments, and adhere to your schedule. Each minor act of discipline compounds over time, generating unstoppable momentum. Over weeks, months, and years, these seemingly trivial actions accumulate into life-altering results. Think of discipline as the foundation upon which all achievements are built. In its absence, even the finest plans may collapse. A brilliant strategy becomes worthless without the discipline to bring it to fruition. Hard work surpasses talent when talent does not work hard. The sole way to guarantee consistent hard work is to cultivate discipline. Ask yourself, are your everyday habits aligned with your goals? If they are not, it is time for change. Success is not defined by what you do occasionally. Rather, it is determined by what you do every single day. The choices you make today shape the life you lead tomorrow. If you discipline yourself to take action, even when reluctance arises, you will become unstoppable. The journey to success tends to be long and demanding. There will be days when you yearn to quit, moments when progress appears slow. Yet, discipline propels you forward. It keeps you on course when motivation wanes and ensures you continue moving ahead, even when the path proves difficult. Therefore, do not wait for motivation. Do not seek the perfect moment. Start now. Train your discipline as you would a muscle, and witness how your consistency converts dreams into reality. Ultimately, success is destined for those who persist, engage in the work, and never cease progressing toward their aspirations. The art of continuous learning and adaptability is another essential component. The world is evolving rapidly. What succeeded yesterday might not yield the same results tomorrow. The most successful individuals are those who embrace change rather than resist it. These are the lifelong learners, the ones who continuously adapt to new realities. In an ever-shifting environment, adaptability offers a significant advantage. Knowledge becomes powerful only when it is applied. While reading a book alone does not alter your life, applying what you learn does. Attending a seminar may not transform you. Taking actionable steps based on those lessons will. Growth is neither passive nor automatic. It requires effort, intention, and a readiness to step outside your comfort zone. Learning transcends merely accumulating facts. It involves employing them to enhance your life, innovate, and excel. Herein lies the real secret. Learning encompasses more than information consumption. It is also about adaptation, remaining open to novel ideas, perspectives, and methodologies. The moment you think you possess all the answers, you simultaneously cease to grow. When growth halts, decline begins. Those who rise to greatness, leaders, thinkers, innovators, maintain a student mentality throughout their lives. They appreciate that wisdom is not merely about having comprehensive answers, but rather the willingness to seek new ones. Think of your mind as a blade. If you do not sharpen it regularly, it becomes dull. A dull blade proves ineffective, unable to navigate new challenges. Successful people understand that personal development is not a one-time occurrence. It is a lifelong dedication to sharpening the mind, constantly refining skills, and making sustained efforts to remain relevant in an ever-evolving world. Reflect. What are you learning today that will enhance your tomorrow? Are you engaging with material that challenges your viewpoint? Are you interacting with individuals who broaden your understanding? Are you applying what you learn, or merely consuming knowledge without taking action? The disparity between those who succeed and those who falter often hinges on execution. Commit to nourishing your mind daily. Read, listen, observe, and above all, take action. Knowledge devoid of action remains potential. Knowledge acted upon generates power, the driving force behind progress, innovation, and enduring success. The world will continue to change, with or without you. The question remains, will you evolve with it? Will you adapt, grow, and advance? Or will you remain stagnant, clinging to outdated paradigms in a new world? The choice is yours. Embrace learning, take decisive action, and stay ahead. In a world that never ceases to move, the only way to survive and thrive is to maintain a commitment to continuous learning and growth. The composition of your circle significantly impacts your success. Observe the individuals surrounding you. They either uplift you or drag you down. Success is not solely defined by what you accomplish. It is equally influenced by who you associate with. Your environment molds your mindset, habits, and ultimately your destiny. The adage goes that you are the average of the 5 individuals with whom you spend the most time. If you find yourself among accomplished individuals, ambition will become the norm. Surround yourself with complaints, however, and mediocrity will become comfortable. Positive and negative energy are contagious. Spend ample time with those who settle for less, and soon you will find yourself replicating that behavior. Spend your time with individuals who strive for more, and you will rise to that standard as well. Successful individuals are protective of their circles. They choose to surround themselves with those who inspire and challenge them, pushing them toward growth. They seek mentors, build networks with achievers, and sever ties with negativity. This is not an expression of selfishness. It is a strategic decision. Every conversation you engage in, every interaction you participate in, either edges you closer to your objectives or distances you from them. The top performers in any field comprehend that their time and energy rank among their most valuable assets. They invest both wisely. Reflect on your associations. Are those individuals helping you to improve, or are they holding you back? Do they motivate you to aim higher, or do they validate your doubts and excuses? Your circle must consist of people who challenge your thoughts, introduce you to new opportunities, and inspire you to become the best version of yourself. This does not imply that you must eliminate individuals from your life haphazardly. Rather, it requires careful consideration regarding who garners your time and energy. At times, distancing yourself from certain relationships becomes necessary for your personal growth. You owe it to yourself to progress, not to stagnate for the comfort of others. Seek out those who embody the qualities you admire, Learn from those who have attained the successes you aspire to achieve. Surround yourself with individuals who challenge you to step beyond your comfort zone. That is where authentic growth transpires. Find mentors who have traversed the path before you and can steer you in the right direction. Build relationships with those who celebrate your triumphs and support you through your challenges. The composition of your circle is paramount. It influences not only the conversations you engage in, but also the standards you uphold and the limitations you impose on yourself. If you aim to elevate your life, begin by elevating those in your circle. Choose wisely, as the individuals around you do not merely influence your mindset, they will shape your future. Shifting from a scarcity mindset to an abundance mindset is essential for success. Success is not merely about skill, but rather about your mental framework. How you perceive the world defines what you attract into your life. Your interpretation of opportunities, challenges, and setbacks determines whether you rise above circumstances or become ensnared in them. Your mindset acts as the lens through which you view reality, directly influencing your actions, decisions, and ultimately, your outcomes. A scarcity mindset perceives a lack of resources, believing that if someone else succeeds, it diminishes one's own chances. Such thinking breeds fear, competition, and envy. Those who adopt a scarcity mindset operate from a position of deficiency, perpetually worried that success constitutes a limited commodity. They refrain from taking risks, prioritizing fear of failure over the pursuit of success. They shy away from collaboration, convinced that helping others achieve will detract from their own potential gains. This mindset establishes a self-fulfilling prophecy. Since they anticipate constraints, they regularly encounter them. In contrast, an abundance mindset embraces the philosophy that opportunities abound. If someone else succeeds, it serves as evidence that you can too. Individuals with an abundance mindset focus on possibilities rather than limitations. They believe that success is not a finite resource, but a continuously expanding field. Instead of viewing others as competitors, they recognize them as sources of inspiration and potential allies. Their focus remains on growth, learning, and innovation, allowing them to seize opportunities often overlooked by others. The distinction between those who achieve success and those who do not lies not in opportunities, but in perspective. The most successful people assess obstacles and discern possibilities. They interpret setbacks as lessons, employing failures as stepping stones rather than impediments. They do not ask, "Why is this happening to me?" Instead querying, "What can I learn from this?" This shift in perspective transforms failures into fuel for growth, positioning resilience as their most valuable asset. You become whatever you center your attention on. If you focus on issues, you attract more issues. If you focus on solutions, you will uncover more solutions. Your brain is wired to reinforce your predominant thoughts, filtering information based on your beliefs about reality. If you constantly affirm to yourself that you are limited, incompetent, or unfortunate, your actions will align with these beliefs. Conversely, if you commit to believing in abundance, success, and possibilities, your actions will shift accordingly, unlocking doors you did not even notice before. Transitioning from a scarcity mindset to an abundance mindset necessitates deliberate effort. Start by reframing negative thoughts. Instead of asserting, "I cannot afford this," consider asking, "Why not?" Instead of thinking, "I will never succeed like them," remind yourself, "If they can do it, so can I." Surround yourself with uplifting people. Consume content that broadens your perspective and practice daily gratitude. Gratitude alters your focus from what you lack to what you possess, reinforcing an abundance mindset. Your thoughts determine your reality. If you aspire to attract success, begin by thinking like someone already successful. View challenges as opportunities, interpret setbacks as lessons, and consider others' successes as proof of what is achievable. Change your mindset, and you will transform your life. Passion and purpose play integral roles in achieving success. While passion ignites success, purpose provides direction. The most prosperous individuals are not merely motivated by money or recognition. They are driven by a larger vision, a mission that fuels their resolve, and a cause that propels them forward despite challenges. Passion is the fervor that encourages you to persevere when circumstances become difficult. It embodies the emotional energy that motivates you to rise early, stay late, and invest your spirit in your endeavors. Passion brings excitement, drive, and enthusiasm. It renders the journey satisfying. However, without direction, it can result in burnout, frustration, or wasted effort. This is where purpose becomes vital. Purpose serves as the compass, assuring you are heading in the right direction. It provides deeper meaning for your actions. When you possess purpose, your work transcends mere livelihood. It becomes about creating an impact. Purpose yields clarity, resilience, and a sense of fulfillment that surpasses temporary motivation. When passion is paired with purpose, it produces unstoppable momentum. You no longer rely solely on motivation, which ebbs and flows. Instead, you function from a place of deep conviction. The union of passion and purpose transforms hard work into something enjoyable, converts struggles into stepping stones, and reframes setbacks as lessons. You become relentless, not just chasing success, but pursuing something of true importance to you. However, the reality is that passion alone is insufficient. Many individuals are passionate, yet fail to achieve success because they lack direction, discipline, or strategy. You must couple passion with action, strategy, and persistence. Passion without action is merely a dream. Purpose without execution remains an idea. Success is achieved when you are prepared to work diligently, even when the initial enthusiasm wanes. You must be ready to endure the mundane, the challenging, and the discouraging moments. Success does not derive from sporadic bursts of enthusiasm. It emerges from consistent effort over time. This entails setting clear goals, honing your skills, and taking calculated risks. It requires learning from failures, adjusting to obstacles, and remaining steadfast, even when progress appears slow. Identify what excites you, discern what imbues your life with significance. Passion sparks your journey, but purpose serves as the foundation sustaining the fire. Recognize what naturally captures your interest and what problems compel you to seek solutions. Commit to mastering it. Develop your skills and build discipline while taking action every day. When you operate with both passion and purpose, success ceases to be a question of if and becomes a question of when. Those who effectuate change in the world are not simply dreamers. They are doers. Those who take action, persist through challenges, and remain loyal to their purpose. Align your passion with a clear purpose, invest in the work, and success will inevitably ensue. Lastly, consider the bridge between dreams and reality. It is not sufficient to possess the optimal mindset, the most ambitious goals, and the strongest network. Without taking action, none of it carries weight. Success revolves around action, not mere thoughts. It encompasses taking massive, relentless steps every single day. Too many individuals linger in waiting. They hope for the right time, the ideal opportunity, or the perfect set of circumstances. However, no moment is flawless. The right time is now. The distinction between those who attain success and those who do not is clear. Achievers take action even when they feel unprepared. They initiate steps before possessing all the answers. They make mistakes, learn from them, and continue forward. If you desire success, cease waiting, avoid overthinking, start doing. Ultimately, success belongs to those who act, not those who merely contemplate. Everything you want in life is within your grasp. But the question is, are you willing to become the person who attracts it? Success is not about luck or fate. It is rooted in a mindset of discipline, resilience, and decisive action. It is about making the choice, each day, to improve, to grow, and to assert control over your future. You require no permission or validation from others. You possess everything you need within yourself. The only remaining task is to act. So, what will you do today? What step will you take? What habit will you cultivate? The life you envision is not awaiting discovery. It is waiting for you to create it. Go forth and become the person who attracts success.